Eventually, Jules got better and came home, but her mom got worse and went away. And her dad quit his job to be closer to home, which she liked because she loved her dad. By 13, she started to transition, and by 16, Jules had gotten a little slutty. And every guy was the same. Cis, white, married, engaged, in long-term relationships, and always.
I mean, I'm 100% straight.
That 100% straight. Men are so weird.
Straight men want to walk around with a t-shirt being like, I'm 100% straight.
They just feel the need to scream it.
Now, go with me in this back alley.
Yeah, meet me in this dark alley.
Yeah.
I will not meet you in a public place. We can only be in my car, but I'm 100% straight.
That scene is so good. Because also this is a show that I will say, look, it's got some problematic stuff in it, but it certainly does do a better job than most shows of not labeling people specifically. Letting you just throwing you in and you got to play catch up with what's going on in these people's lives. And so I think it's so funny that then there's someone who is labeling themselves and they're completely lying. Like you're about to right. It's also that scene reminds me of Boogie Nights a lot. Whenever the guy,
very much so,
the guy's with Mark Wahlberg and he's like, I'm not gay. So men are normal is what I'm saying.
Something's wrong with you guys, honestly. Something is very wrong with you. But I do love that they don't label anybody in this show except these straight white men.
Except these straight white.
Yeah.
We really got into Jules's backstory, which I loved about this episode, which we'll get to in a second. But welcome to the Previously On podcast, everyone. I'm Jillian Bonanne. Joining me today, a man who's afraid of Ferris wheels. It's my husband, Tyler Branch.
That's what we're bringing up. Yeah. Yeah. Ferris wheels. The scariest thing in Euphoria.
Did you want me to bring up a carousel instead from this episode?
You are right, though. I'm not going to lie. When it showed him on the Ferris wheel, I got a little queasy. I was like, whoa.
I know.
Like,
you don't do well
scary.
with Ferris
You're visually scared of Ferris wheels. That's awesome.
I don't ride Ferris wheels. I just don't ride Ferris wheels.
That doesn't come up very often as an adult, I will say.
Yeah.
I don't get offered to ride on the Ferris wheel. I don't even remember doing that really in high school.
Never interact with a Ferris wheel. You can live your life fine. It's good.
I definitely rode the Ferris wheel in high school at a carnival, being like, is a guy going to ride with me? When is that going to happen?
I'm sitting down there shaking.
And a guy still won't ride it with me. It's
Tyler's
still
on the
not
ground.
happening.
Yeah. I'm like, we don't know who put this together. There's that tiny little bar holding you in.
That's fair. That's fair. At least with this carnival.
Half the time you get stuck and you're just hanging up there at the top. I don't want any part of that.
He's not going to the town carnival. He's
You'll
not riding
find me
any
over at the
rides.
chili bar.
Yeah. With
That's
Cal.
another thing. Los Angeles, not many town carnivals, gotta say. Did not go to many of those. Do not think that another point against this taking place in legitimate Southern California is that all of her friends were at the county fair.
Wow. We had you on because you went to Euphoria High and you're you're breaking the illusion.
We wanted somebody
Never did
young
that.
and cool who went to Euphoria High.
Yeah. We were like, young, cool, grew up in LA in the 20 teens. Like, this is it.
Rode a Ferris wheel in high school, went to the carnival.
Well, our very special guest today, who did not go to Euphoria High, as we suspected. Maybe she wore some glitter eyeshadow. We don't know. But she's the girl we call when we need to meet up for emergency pancakes. It's Simone Warrenoff.
Pleasure to be here, as always, for the second
Welcome
episode.
back.
I feel like you'd meet up with us for emergency pancakes.
Absolutely.
Coleman
That's
Domingo
like really,
style.
I would do that for sure. That I would do. And I did
You
eat
give
a lot
some-
of pancakes in high school.
You give some good Coleman Domingo energy at pancakes.
He's phenomenal. I forgot
He's
he was
amazing.
in this show entirely. And he
I do
is
too.
incredible. He's an incredible actor. He's the most captivating person I've ever seen on screen. So
Just
When
when
we
you hear
heard
his
his
voice,
voice,
you're like,
yeah.
I know. I'm like, whoa.
I literally got like goosebumps when he just started speaking. I'm like, oh my God, we're
I know,
bringing
he's
this to
got one of those-
another level right now.
I know.
Yeah.
He's awesome. He's awesome. And
He's
he,
definitely
once
the
again,
best adult. Yeah. Although Eric Dane's pretty great in this.
Eric Dane is great too.
Pretty amazing.
Great for another reason. Yeah. Very different character.
I'd rather get pancakes with Coleman Domingo than Eric Dane's character.
Yeah. I don't even want to have chili with Eric Dane's character in this.
We don't know what's in that chili. Someone drug
I don't
know.
That chili. Today, we are talking all about Euphoria, Season 1, Episode 4, Shook Ones, Part 2. Before we get into the app, if you haven't already, please subscribe, follow this podcast, give us 5 stars, like our vids, share with your friends, tell everybody you know. It all really helps. So, Ep 4, quick recap to remind everybody, it's the Euphoria Town Carnival. Big app. This is a big app. Rue is trying to get clean for Jules and chaperones Gia at the carnival. Kat hangs out with Ethan until she misreads the situation. Annoyed at their boyfriends, Cassie and Maddy decide to do Molly together. Jules encounters Cal with his family. And Nate reveals who he really is.
Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. And it all goes down at the carnival. This is the first app that we really have everybody in the same place at the same time.
You're right. I think that's part of what makes this episode great. Like I think this is the best app so far. It's amazing. This app's like amazing. But you're right. Anytime you have some kind of reason to bring all your characters into one place, it turns into like Succession or something where it's like all the characters are there to keep moving around and interact with each other. And it is fun in this one.
I also feel like this is the perfect time where you have a sense of who everyone is. So having them all interact, like it was the perfect number of episodes of setup, because if you had done it earlier, you wouldn't really understand like the dynamics of the group enough. And by this point you're like, okay, when this person talks to this person, it's all sort of opening gradually. And I think this was like the perfect time to be like, this is when everyone should get together for sure.
Yeah. When Cassie and Maddy start doing Molly together, I'm like, that makes sense. I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
I get why you two are doing that right now.
Getting up to shenanigans. I mean, everyone is. That's so real, though, that like 2 people would pair up and do Molly, that Gia would run off and go like smoke pot outside the carnival. Like, it's just like everyone's just off doing their thing, trying to find their spot.
That pretzel stand was a great piece of TV lore. Like
we stand by that Ashtray is going to be a billionaire.
Yeah,
Pretzel mania.
That is an enterprising individual. I said it before, and I will say it again.
Yeah,
I think Ashtray should go against Cal in the chili cook-off because I think he could win. I think he could take Cal down and finally beat him.
I think so. I think you're right about that. We have high hopes for you, Ashtray.
He might be the most successful person. Bad, but successful person in the town.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Cal thinks he is.
Yeah. He probably is 10 years away from being Mouse, that scary guy who made Rue do fentanyl.
Oh,
I mean, he's
ruin it for us,
I'm just saying, he's in a rough industry.
It's like Euphoria is so fun when we're like, Euphoria is so fun when it's like, oh, there's a pretzel stand dealing drugs. Like, that's so funny. And then you remember that like this child is dealing drugs to more kids, to more teens at this carnival. And then you're like, I mean, I guess that's not right. But it's
you can't think too hard about it. You can't think too hard about it.
You just gotta go with it.
It's also funny when Fez has that big roll of tickets and it's like, we're going to make some money tonight. And it's just crazy. Rolling through. And I'm
also like, how many people are doing drugs at the carnival? Like, what? There's like, that's...
I know.
In Euphoria, everyone.
Thousands of tickets. There's not that many people even at the carnival.
He does have so many tickets.
I mean, in the beginning, I really thought he was selling like pretzels or something, or like games.
I was like, oh, they've got a side hustle, and their side hustle to their drug business is their pretzel business.
No.
I'm like, they work so hard.
$20 for 2 things of Molly. I don't know what that is. 2 things of Molly and 2 pretzels. That's a steal.
That's a good price. That's why everyone was doing drugs. It was such a good deal.
Wow.
It was nicer watching other people do drugs than Rue. We got Rue sober this app, which was different from when we've had her before. And after the last really emotional scene that we got at the end of episode 3, it was kind of nice seeing other people do the drugs instead of her, and for her to kind of have a break from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And especially, I mean, I don't know if we want to talk about this yet, but her sister, I mean, it was a very interesting dynamic where it's like she sees what might happen. Once again, Rue is probably the most interesting character in that way, which is she does seem to have pretty good judgment when it comes to people who aren't herself. So that was a very interesting scene.
And Rue seems to be pretty self-aware.
Yes, very much so.
I think that's why everybody really loves her character too, because she makes mistakes, but you're rooting for her the whole time because she knows what she's doing isn't great. She knows she's affecting her sister with what she's done.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our top 5. The top 5 for this episode is Just Another Night at the Euphoria Town Carnival and Chili Cook-Off. I want a t-shirt that says Euphoria Town Carnival and Chili Cook-Off.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
We might put that in the merch shop.
Yeah, we gotta.
It's called Euphoria Town. That's I like that.
It's Euphoria High and Euphoria Town.
Yes.
Even though I know the high school is like East Highland or whatever, I don't care. I'm calling
They make it too High School Musical. It's Euphoria.
Yeah. So number 5 goes to Cal lectures everyone on how to live. He is in that little tent with his chili, lecturing McKay, lecturing Cassie, lecturing people he barely even knows about how to live their life. And it is just so infuriating. Talk about somebody who's not self-aware.
That's real though. It just feels like he's that guy who's just so like full of himself and thinks he's untouchable and can get away with anything. Like it seems to have never really entered his mind that he can be like that what Jules does to him later in this ep could happen to him. That, he could like have to confront his actions. Like he just seems so smug. But in fairness, he is 5-time chili cook-off winner. So.
Oh my God.
That makes up for it.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's ever thought about his actions before. In his head, he is winning at life because he's a 5-time chili cook-off champion and apparently owns half this town. Yeah.
That was a crazy reveal, by the way. I mean, he owns half the town. You're like, oh my God, this guy is like way bigger, more of a big deal than you even thought he was before. Half the town. That's crazy. Half of Euphoria Town. That's crazy.
And Euphoria Town seems pretty big. We got people living on other sides of town, it seems like.
I will
They're
say
riding those bikes everywhere.
I will say, he owns the bike shop. That's how he's done this. I will say he's quite an organized fella, so I guess. I mean, that disc collection is truly bizarre. The color coordination, the system, the fact that you've been burning discs for what seems to be decades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I also think the way that he ends up confronting Jules is super interesting. Like when he was walking over there, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be like incredibly violent or something. And it ends up not being at all. Like that makes me think that he also just really didn't even think about the implications that someone could do any, like, I don't even think he had time. Like, I think he didn't realize until that moment when they are literally exchanging that chili cup that he was like, oh my God, someone from any of these millions of discs that I have could ruin my life.
Yeah. I think he just thinks nothing will ever happen to him, that he's untouchable. Yeah. But then when Jules approaches him to get some chili, his hand is shaking so bad. Like this has never happened to him before. He's never had to face any kind of consequences or even think about this at all.
Yeah.
I think that was his confirmation too, that Jules was underage. I think he didn't really care. I don't think he knew but like, I don't think he cared. I think he probably has been with underage people, but I don't think he'd truly been confronted with like, this is someone who goes to high school with my son. That like, what have I done kind of thing,
Yeah.
I think he was more shocked that she lived in the town because she said that she was visiting grandparents or whatever, which I don't know why he's believing that lie. But when he approaches her later on in the episode, begging her not to say anything, he never brings up the underage thing. And I think if he was shocked about that, he would have said something.
He would have said something.
So I think he was more shocked that she is so close to his circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was very threatening to him.
Yeah, he might have known she was lying about her age, but didn't realize she was, because she was new in town. So like,
it was like the first day she got there, basically.
He was like, I would have seen this girl if she lived here.
She lived here. I mean, she's pretty recognizable. Yeah. I feel like if you saw her once in the town, you'd recognize her again.
Called her that Sailor Moon looking girl.
She is a Sailor Moon looking girl.
Yeah.
And there are not that many people in that town, even for all the people, Maddy's carnival outfit, but for all the people who are dressed out there, she is definitely a recognizable person in that town.
Yeah.
But he is just that smug guy, just that guy who's like, I'm the booster in town. I don't coach the football team, but everyone listens to me for some reason. It's like, he's just that guy who like runs the town.
Yeah. And a guy that people listen to. And it's like, you guys don't need to be listening to this guy. Don't listen to what he says. Don't. Like, he's just lying through his teeth about everything. And then we see when he's trying to talk to Nate's friends, they're listening to him. And it's like, just everybody stop. In the town of Euphoria, stop listening to Cal.
I think that's why Nate might have kind of an interesting relationship with him, because we know that he knows about his dad's like porn. And so he knows that his dad is like putting up a front in some ways where he like pretends to be this guy, but he's not. So it kind of, I feel like maybe it gives Nate some weight, like where he's like, as long as I seem like I'm this, as long as people think that I'm this good stand-up guy, it doesn't really matter what I'm actually like, because he knows that that's what his dad is like, and he sees how other people around him treat him, which I think is interesting too.
Yeah, I think that's a really good parallel. I think that's exactly what Nate thinks in this situation. I mean, Dad did a number on him. Oh, yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's raised American Psycho here. But like, whenever he like says to McKay, like, you gotta like, with that kind of attitude, you're not gonna keep that kind of girl. Like, there is just something of like that kind of like possessiveness too, of like this ultra macho, like, what you gotta do kind of guy, you gotta be the big shot to get the girl. It's just so funny because then Nate knows that like his dad's into different things, like,
right.
Yeah.
And it's also like, maybe as a grown man in front of your son's friends, don't be talking about a teenage girl. Like, he's not even trying to hide that or anything.
Yeah.
Because he feels like he's untouchable. And he is until the moment that Jules walks up and is like, hey, can I get some chili?
Yeah.
But if your life can be ruined by someone going up and asking for chili, like, you should not be acting like that.
You're living a risky life. If someone ordering a chili could tear it all down.
Could tear it all apart. If you could go to jail from someone ordering a chili, you should not be telling anyone how to live their life.
When he drops it too, it is like such a tense scene. And then
Zendaya also in that scene cracked me up. Her watching that is so for her face when she watches it drop the chili is so funny.
And Jules is so nonchalant the whole time.
She I think lives once again, like going to meet up with someone by the lake, where she's kind of like doesn't really think about the consequences of her actions in a way that I feel like a lot of high schoolers kind of don't. Like, you don't really think about bad things happening to you until a bad thing happens to you, I guess. And then even then, high schoolers kind of have short-term memory, I think.
Well, and I think too, Jules is, and I feel like this is true for a lot of people like in high school, it's more years later where you're like, oh, that was not great.
Yep.
It's more when you get older and then you're looking back, being like, oh, that was really bad.
After she does that with the chili, Jules is like, oh, that was like the meanest thing I've ever done or something like that.
I know.
And it's like, girl, that was not,
I know.
that was not mean of you.
Mean.
Like,
yeah. That was you getting some chili.
That was you going to get chili. Like, that was not me.
That was not me. And even Cal is so, when he goes over to her and you're worried of what this interaction is going to be. After this is later on in the carnival, after the chili incident. And he goes over to Jules and you're like, is he going to get crazy? Is he going to scream at her? Is he? And he's still shaky and very calm. And that really throws Jules off too.
I think,
she's like, I'm not trying to destroy your life, man.
Yeah.
I don't like that he saw Rue. I don't like that Rue's caught up in this now. I don't think that's ideal.
I think that's bad.
I do also think that part of what the episode was setting up with that cold open of Jules' background is like Jules has also been through a lot. And so it's it's almost like her defense mechanism to just be like, shit was real bad for a real long time. And this is kind of a fresh start, and she's just kind of living her life nonchalantly because it's like bad things aren't happening to me currently, so let's enjoy it.
I also think Jules is at a place now where she's feeling herself and she's feeling good about herself, you know, after going through this incredibly difficult childhood and being in and out of a psych ward and just going through so much. I feel like she's just at a place where she feels more confident and just in a better place than she was before. So
I mean, that's like by far the saddest cold open, I think. So far.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like traumatic. I can't. I'm like, that seems like a lot to put on TV even. I'm like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
They had to save that for the fun carnival episode. They're like, we'll cheer you up now.
I know. Okay, cool. It was kind of hard going from that of we hear everything Jules has been through, and then we're at a carnival, and I'm like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
I know. Her mom leaving a psych ward.
That psych ward shot of her mom in the window when she's running towards that's like, and then it's like the Ferris wheel and the chili cook-off. And we're selling pretzels and drugs together. Okay, cool.
And and we see Jules obviously still going through stuff, but I'm like, okay, I feel like at least like she is in a better place, like somewhat of a better place right now.
Oh,
at
for
the
sure.
Psych ward, I was like, is this how they recommend you do it? This seems like not a good way to
I was like,
put someone in there.
If I was the mom, I would have at least gone out of the view of the full window before my kid
door
could
closed,
see me again.
gotcha.
That was crazy. Why are you standing there waiting for her to watch you leave? That's crazy.
What in the world?
I was like, do not leave her there. No.
No. And then, and you're like, oh, God.
I know.
But anyway, the Euphoria
we did see,
Carnival.
We saw Jules smiling a lot. We see her smiling.
No, she's definitely living a significantly better life. And I also do feel like there is something to be said for what Tyler said, which is like, she has gone through so much that now she's like,
this.
Let's live a little.
She's like, I'm going to dress how I want. I'm going to live how I want.
My mom left me in a psych ward. I can do a little bit. I'm good.
Well, she can handle a lot. That's what it is.
A lot,
more, she's tough and can handle way more than what anybody gives her credit for.
Well, you also see that in episode 1 where like she gets, once again, like this show is different than other shows. Like she gets confronted at the party, like in another show that's like, she's going to get like bullied at school or something. And she cuts her arm and is like, don't fuck with me. I'm way crazier than any of you. Like she's a very she's a resilient person, borderline sometimes on not okay, but definitely resilient for sure.
I mean, she's
a badass.
Yeah. She's a badass.
When she slashes her arm, I'm like, holy shit, you want to get crazy? It's like, whoa.
The new girl comes to your school and does that. You're like,
damn.
All right,
I feel like that girl's been through some stuff.
That's when Rue was like, when she sliced her arm, Rue was like, love at first sight, baby.
Rue's like, I've been through an overdose. Like, I'm not going to I'm not going to hang out with someone who thinks like calculus is hard. Like, who's like, that's like the biggest stressor in their life. Like, I do feel like they do have a parent because they've both been through
this girl's been through
decidedly difficult things. Yeah.
I feel like Jules is like, I made it through that psych ward with that guy who kept bringing out his penis and screaming at everybody. I can handle Nate Jacobs.
Yeah. That was in my Tyler's takes. So I was like, we immediately get another penis in the cold open. I'm like, will they ever let up?
I know. I didn't like that one. I mean, I don't really love any of them, but I did not like that. All right, back to our Euphoria Town Carnival.
Yes.
Number 4 in our top 5, just another night at the Euphoria Town Carnival and chili cook-off. Number 4 goes to Kat has sex with an older guy behind the game booth. Whew. I mean, this is after... Woo! This was after she saw Ethan, sweet Ethan, the best guy on this show by far.
Mm-hmm.
She sees him talking to that skinny blonde girl, completely misreads the situation, and goes off to smoke a cigarette and have sex with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to scream, go back to Ethan, girl. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised she didn't like go up and confront him, but I'm like, you know what? She thought she saw what she saw and she just left. That seems like a crazy decision to me, but Kat, do whatever you want.
I think you should investigate a little more.
A little bit further, maybe.
I think she
You
was
also dropped
so
the big slushies.
threatened,
Those look good.
She was so threatened by that girl being skinny and blonde. That's really what it was.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah.
It was tough. But yeah, you just want to scream at her in that moment. Like, just go talk to him real quick. Just see
no
what's
one on
going
this show
on.
is doing excellent, like, full-on conversation communication. They're not really...
I mean, I would say even Kat with this older guy, not great communication between the two of them.
No.
Barely spoke.
Yeah. But it felt like she was getting her power back by doing that. By being like, I'm going to make this guy fuck me. And then she was like, nope, didn't come. Like, it just felt like her getting to be back in her kind of Dom character that gives her confidence after it got crushed by like, he was just talking to this girl. He was something about his sister's schedule or something.
Yeah. It was like his sister's friend, not even his.
It was his sister's friend who mentioned in the conversation also, I like that they put this in there for no reason, that she had a boyfriend. Like, you're like, there's not even, there's no chance that she was flirting. Exposition. They literally were like, she was like, yeah, it's my boyfriend's part. Okay. I did not. It's fine.
They're like, we want to be clear. Ethan would never. Ethan would never leave her like that.
Yes.
But that is also where you do start to see, I mean, besides, once again, putting aside, we do have to take, it's Euphoria, so everyone is underage. But that is also where you start to see that power sort of become like a little bad in some ways as well, where it's like Kat has like definitely gotten a lot of confidence, but then you're like, you should be you should be open to having a conversation with someone, even though you think that they might like someone else, instead of going to fuck some older guy who you smoke a cigarette with in public at the carnival.
Yeah. I did like her her only combo with that guy. She was like, people still talk about you. And he said, what do they say? So you got a big dick and you fuck a lot of people. And he's like, yeah. And that's the convo.
And that's the
connection.
She was like, we don't need to talk. Let's just get down to it. We're good. You're good. I'm good. We're doing it.
Yeah. And he's like, how old are you? And she answers.
Didn't phase him.
Everyone in this show is...
I was like, no.
Yeah.
It did not phase him at all.
At all.
Ugh, that guy was so gross.
Yeah. That was not fun.
Yeah.
I think if they start arresting people for doing stuff with underage people in Euphoria Town, it's going to be just the whole town's rounded.
Euphoria Town is going to be in prison.
The whole town.
Euphoria Town
is going to be Euphoria prison.
It's really bad.
They're just going to shut down the town at that point. Yeah.
At that point. Every single person, I think, every character except for Ethan, I think, has done something illegal. And Rue's mom.
Might be right.
Yeah, that's... You actually might be right.
You might be right about that. Yeah. Rue's mom lets her ride around on a bike, though.
On a bike.
That should be illegal.
Well, Ethan was drinking at the carnival.
Ethan is absolutely illegal.
Wow.
Oh my God. I just keep
Law and order
Euphoria
is breaking
Town.
Down in Euphoria Town.
I haven't seen one police officer in Euphoria Town.
You don't want to know what they're up to.
I don't even want to know what the police are getting up to in Euphoria Town.
They're with Cal at the motel.
Yes.
All right,
That's
number
who was in
4.
all those other rooms.
Okay, we're getting wacky now. We're getting wacky. What are we on? Oh, number 3 in our top 5. Just another night at the Euphoria Town Carnival and Chili Cook-Off. Number 3 goes to Cassie takes Molly and has an orgasm on the carousel. Any comments?
You aren't going to trick me into talking about it first. You're not going to trick me into talking about it.
I mean, when they show the shot of everybody watching her, it is horrifying. Like, I just get so embarrassed for her in that moment.
That is something that I am surprised that no one told me about before I watched this show. Because there were certain things that people would mention. Like, I remember people being like, there are so many dicks in that second episode locker room scene. Like, that was like a big top. Like, I'm surprised that I'm as online as I am, and I had never heard that had happened, because it feels like a horrifying and also deliberately provocative scene.
It goes on for a while.
It goes on. It cuts back to it like 4 times.
She makes quite a few loops around.
She was on that for a bit, it seemed like.
Yeah.
I think people don't really talk about it because we don't know how to talk about it. Because this scene did really stick in my head from watching it the first time. Like, when we got to this episode, I was like, oh, that carousel scene is going to happen. Mm-hmm. And so it's definitely stuck in my mind because it's pretty shocking to watch. Mm-hmm. And then when you see, it's shocking already, but when you see the reactions of everybody else, it's just like, oh my God. Yeah, people can see her.
Yeah.
And I think, like, there's, I feel so, like, sad for her with that too. There's just a lot of...
I think they set this up slightly in the pilot whenever her and McKay are hooking up. And he's like, damn, are you always like this turned on? And she's like, yes, it's so embarrassing. So I think they were like foreshadowing this was going to happen. Of then now she's on Molly, and now she's like very prone to it when she's already struggled with it before.
And he's like, are you always thinking about sex? That is like another, like, they have like sort of, it's weird because they do kind of foreshadow it with her character. Like, it definitely doesn't come out of nowhere, but it's just, I mean, it's,
I don't think I could have predicted it was going there.
Nope.
Would she kiss that guy? If you gave me a million guesses as to what was about to happen next, I don't think that's what I was going to guess was going to happen next. I was like, oh, she's going to run off with this guy and like have sex with him or something. Nope. She's not going to leave that horsey.
She didn't need him. Which in that sense, I'm like, good for you, girl.
No.
You don't need a man.
You didn't even need to.
I guess better than what Kat does, but I don't know. Everyone saw her.
No, because she doesn't feel good about it. It was unintentional.
I just mean because it wasn't like it wasn't a crime.
But it's almost more embarrassing.
Everything in Euphoria is so public also. Like, all of this stuff happens so out in the open, which is like a very interesting way to do a show as well.
All those people watching the carousel were like us doing the faces for the thumbnail.
What? Huh? What? Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to get more into Cassie's backstory because I feel like at this point
it's quite tragic right now. She's broken.
It's so tragic. And you just want to know more about her. Like, I'm just so I've seen it and I kind of forget. You want more for her, or I want more for her.
This is one of the ones where I'm like, this hurts me watching it now, because I feel like if you're watching it in 2019, you probably didn't know who Sydney Sweeney was.
Yeah.
Or at least you knew her from this, or maybe a few other things. But I feel like the gaps in Cassie's backstory are being filled with the information that I know about Sydney Sweeney in a way that's very weird, that I feel like should not be happening. Like she's the one who I'm having the hardest time, I think, separating her character from her, just because I feel like she's got like such a specific look. And like, I feel like I'm thinking about Sydney Sweeney when I'm watching her.
You're thinking, was that an American Eagle commercial?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. It's a lot. She has no confidence as a character. You've just seen her completely broken. She's completely sexualized. And it's only going to get worse, I would imagine, after that kind of public display. Ugh.
And her boyfriend also being like, you're not, we're chilling or whatever. That sucks. Like, this girl with absolutely no confidence just gets put down at every single point.
Yeah, like he's saying it multiple times to her that he loves her, but then cannot say in public that she's his girlfriend, that they're in a relationship, that he's committed to her. And that just stings so much.
When you think how much she was there for him at the college, at Rushing, like where she's like got his back and comes up and does the drink with the goldfish with it. Like she's giving him confidence and he's tearing her confidence down.
Yeah. And she's like, why would you do that? And he's like, well, because they're going to say bad things about you and what you've done. And it's like, okay, well, don't say that. Like, just lie at that point. Like, that's horrible.
Well, and then when she asks, what have I done? And, she wants him to say it and he doesn't say it. No one's really being honest with her either.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people talking behind her back.
Yeah.
Which just, I think, is also completely ruining her confidence. It's just sad to watch her, like, just have kind of like no confidence, and it just get worse and worse every episode.
It's very sad because, they'd set it all up that, people are collecting her nudes and posting it on this like site that like, but sketchy as hell. You're just collecting underage nudes, like, and the guys get away with it. No one's collecting the dick pics except for Nate. So,
well, and it's people want her to be sexual on their time. Like, it's never when she wants to be or when she wants. It's a lot of like she gets shut down, but then they want her to be sexual when they want it.
Yep.
Not saying that she should be sexual on the carousel, but
nobody wanted that. I don't think anyone wanted that.
The horse didn't even want that.
Oh my God.
I really hope they do we got a real cleaning before the next town.
Oh, good God.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like that scene is embedded in me too, because it's just so jarring.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2 in our top 5, just another night at the Euphoria Town Carnival and Chili Cook-Off. Number 2 goes to Jules and Shy Guy meet up, and it turns into blackmail.
What a scene that was. Oh my gosh.
Mean, her riding the bike on that dark road, and then she gets to the lake. Very
that
ominous.
Shot was unbelievable. Her going through that orange grove. You're like, oh my God, something horrible is about to happen. You just know that it can't be good. You're like, there's no way she's going through this orange grove to find the man of her dreams. Like, that is not what's on the other end of this.
And then when you see Nate walking, like his shadow walking up through there, like we've already seen him like stalk Lucas Gage and nearly kill him. So like we've seen this like profile of this hunter guy like looking to hurt someone. So it's so scary too, just him walking up.
And they do a really good job of showing us. They show his truck like literally all the time. And I feel like then it just like you just see him pull up in it. So like it's always something bad. Like, and you know exactly who it is. Like, he has a completely different car from like every single other person. So you know like when he's entering a scene.
Well, and we don't know how he's going to act in it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what his mode is going to be. Is he going to get violent? Is he... what's his approach here? I mean, a little part of me was like, is Shy Guy gonna come out?
Is he gonna have his cutie pie text?
I just want to live in Shy Guy.
He kind of does, though, a little bit at some. I mean, it's in a really fucked up way, but at some point he is like, I talk to you every single day. Like, you are the person who knows me the best, which is you're kind of like, yeah, obviously he's doing it in a manipulative way, but you're kind of like, there might be some truth to that in a weird way.
Yeah.
No,
we were debating in Ep 2 of whether he knew this was Jules or not. He was messaging because there seemed to be, you know what I mean? Like we weren't quite sure about that at first. Of was he just cruising and just she happened to have it? But then it seems clear, in the last episode that he's going by Shy Guy, but knows she's Jules.
Yeah,
and then in this, it's just like there is some ambiguity in his motivations when he's walking up because he's such a scary guy, but you're like, he did have a lot of dicks on his phone.
Yeah. I think it's meant to be complicated and meant to be layered. I don't think that, obviously I do think he went in with the intention to blackmail her, but I do think that part of him did or does like her a little bit.
I think that too. That's how I felt.
And I know he's a bad guy and whatnot, but just the way that he started to approach her and started to be nice and say these things to her. And then when Jules more is like, I don't trust you. And she looks scared. And I think that's really when he flips the switch and then starts to blackmail her with the tape and with child pornography laws, which I don't know what they are in Euphoria Town, but he,
apparently very strict.
Very strict, I guess.
Very
for all
strict.
minors, But and he also does kiss her.
Well, that's the thing that's so weird to me is that he kisses her and then he only starts blackmailing her when he does the same move that his dad does and she says no. That's when that's when the switch flips. So I was like I think it is a little bit more complicated than him just blackmailing her. I think there's some weird stuff where he does actually kind of like her, and I also do think that there's some really weird stuff with his dad.
I agree. There's some weird stuff. This is weird stuff. Because you're right. To execute your blackmail plan, you don't have to kiss her. There was no requirement to kiss her to finish this plan off. But it did feel like he went in with both options. It felt like he was like, we'll see how this goes, and I'll have this in my back pocket if I need to go blackmail. But maybe we don't know. He's like, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe I'm going to do Dad's move that I've watched him do so many times, which is incredibly gross to think about, and see what happens.
It's almost so I feel like he does like her, but this is also just a fantasy for him too. After watching all those tapes for so long of his dad's, it's just hard to kind of figure out the psyche of Nate Jacobs at this point.
I'd like to reiterate that men are normal.
Yeah.
And 100% straight.
100% straight. 100% normal. It does feel like this was his excuse, the blackmail plan to start down this road. I agree. I think he definitely started being like, I'm going to blackmail her to protect my dad and protect my family after he saw the tape. But also he was probably aroused by the tape and was aroused by the idea of doing this. So it's like a weird psychological game he's playing with himself, where he's giving himself permission to do this, but he's enjoying doing it.
Same thing with keeping the dick pics, where it's you could have just deleted those very easily.
You picked a dick. You didn't need to keep them all.
You didn't need to keep them all. All 35.
Yeah.
I do think he still went in with the intention to blackmail.
I
just think that he wanted to kind of feel it out a little bit and see if they could hook up. And I do think, though, that there is still a part of him that's not just in it with the hookup. I think he seemed to like her.
Yeah.
I mean, they showed all these really sweet text messages between them. Like one of the more like nicer kind of moments in this entire show, or more innocent moments. And then he was saying all these nice things about her too for a second in this scene. And even after
he said you're a really nice person.
Yeah. And that's after the blackmail. He's like, you're one of the nicest people I know or something.
During the blackmail, he's like, I don't want to do this to you because you're awesome and you deserve better. Like, if someone was blackmailing me and saying that, I'd be like, why are you doing this? Like, he's like, you obviously deserve to go to college. You're smart and beautiful. Like, he used to be his blackmail. It's so odd.
I am so in love with you. I wish I didn't have to hate you.
Exactly.
I know. And it kind of makes my heart break for Nate Jacobs a little bit. Of this guy is just he's never going to figure himself out.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not. I don't think Cal would have been too proud of that blackmail with him saying all those nice things about her.
But it was interesting, the father to the son, of watching like the monster you've created by what you've done.
Yeah.
It's Frankenstein. Some could say this is his first
This is the original Frankenstein for Jacob Elordi.
All right, let's move on to number 1 in our top 5. Just another night at the Euphoria Town Carnival and Chili Cook-Off. Number 1 goes to Maddy calls Nate's mom a cunt, and then Nate chokes her.
Oh,
just
that was scary too.
Night. This was incredibly scary. Well, I loved Maddy calling Nate's mom a cunt. I thought that was funny.
Her slow clapping to the chili was
that's a meme.
Well, after everyone
stopped
doing it.
And
I like that she was dressed like a pro wrestler. I thought that outfit was wild.
That's part of the problem with this show is like I keep forgetting that they're supposed to be in high school, because if someone that I was in high school showed up to a carnival in that outfit, I would be like, what is, like, I don't know what I was wearing in high school, but it was not that. And I went to school very close to Euphoria High, let me tell you.
Yeah. Well, you went to the nicer area of Euphoria High, maybe. What I did think was so funny about that, though, is obviously the show is heightened. Like, that was a wild outfit to wear to a carnival. But I definitely remember like being in high school and wearing an insane outfit to like an event that was like the church chili cook-off or like the neighborhood potluck. And I am just wearing this like low-cut top for no reason at all. So I do like that the show plays on those like realistic moments, but it's just so
but it's Alexa Demi in a singlet or something.
No girl's really wearing that, but you're right, it evokes the thought in your mind of like sometimes a girl will show up to an event when she's a teen like that, feeling herself.
Some of us are just trying to get noticed at the town carnival.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It's just such a wild outfit. It's so funny.
I love it.
When she puts like the ticket in her side, it's so good.
I wrote down what happened, what Nate said to her when he first sees her at the carnival, and Nate looks at her and says, "Yo, why are you dressed like a hooker?" And she says, "What?" And he says, "Jesus Christ, Maddy, I'm here with my parents." And she says, "So what? It's the carnival." And he said, "No, it's the chili cook-off. It's very important."
It's so good. He says it so seriously.
I love the show.
He says that so seriously. It's the chili cook-off.
Yeah.
Like, how many times has Cal yelled at Nate, "It's the chili cook-off today"?
I know. Yes, there's obviously also a carnival. He has to defend his dad even in that. He's like, it's not the carnival.
It's not.
That's not what's important to me today. It's the chili cook-off.
Yeah. It's like, it's the carnival.
Yeah.
I love that Maddy is also just like, what's wrong with my outfit? What's wrong with it? I don't get it.
Not saying there's something wrong with it, but you have to understand you might get some comments about your outfit that night.
The way they speak to each other is so funny too. After that, Nate says like, "Oh, my parents already don't like you," and she's like, "Oh, okay,
yeah, great,
great, cool."
Their dynamic in that moment in the start of this episode is funny, and then they really do a switch. Then when Nate grabs her and pulls her and starts choking her,
scary.
which is so scary. And I think it feels even more jarring because their scenes earlier in the ep are just kind of a little more lighthearted, somewhat, like just a little more funny, and kind of showing this like insane dynamic between the two of them. And then it actually does get scary and insane.
I was like, don't get out of the sight of public with this guy. Like,
I know.
When he's this angry with you.
Yeah.
This is maybe the most normal Nate episode until it's by far the least normal also. Like, like McKay goes, like he's talking to his dad and his dad's like, you need to, and Nate's like, leave him alone. Like you see him do like little things where you're like, okay. And then he like lulls you into this and then you're like, oh my God, he's actually terrifying. And then you have the Jules hit too, which you're like, geez, this guy's actually crazy and out of his mind.
When he puts his hands around Maddy's throat, though, it's like, oh my God.
I feel like they purposely do that a lot with Nate Jacobs in this show. There's moments where he does just kind of seem a little bit more normal, and then he gets violent, and then he gets scary, and then he's blackmailing people, and it's like, oh, no. Never mind. There will be no transformation for this guy. There will be no change. They keep reminding us who he is. This guy's not going to change anytime soon.
Yeah.
He's not okay. And like we know the reason why he's not okay, but
he's not.
Yeah.
Like when you first started watching this show, you kind of thought maybe like teen drama rules, like there'll be some slight redemption for this guy. And
and that's
it
my
does not seem to be
trait,
going that way.
You know, it's I need to reprogram myself because when I first started watching this, I'm like, well, maybe Jules could be the one to help Nate to save him or something. Which, you know, idiotic. But you know, it's just me trying to find maybe some lighter things in this show. Me trying to find some hope in this show. But yeah, no, they do not follow. They might have a, you know, the classic teen drama carnival, but they don't follow the teen drama rules in this show.
They got you really pulling for Jules and Rue because you're just like, Jules, get out of this world. This is dangerous.
Well, my honorable mention for the top 5, just another night at the Euphoria Town Carnival and Chili Cook-Off, it goes to Rue and Jules because they kissed in the last episode. Yep. It's awkward. They see each other at the carnival after not seeing each other for a little bit. And they kind of talk about it a little bit. They kind of confront it happened. Rue asked to pretend it never happened. And I thought, this is an honorable mention because that's the most normal high school thing that has ever happened in this show, where two people kiss. It's a little awkward. And then we just want to pretend it never happened.
Yeah. They were honestly, Rue, Jules' plotline this episode, very normal other than her going to get the chili. Like, they really did seem like high schoolers at a carnival in many ways. And that was kind of refreshing. I was like, let them go. Let them ride some rides. Like, let them look for her little sister who's smoking weed. Like, those are very, very normal, actual things that could happen to you in high school, which was kind of an interesting take on their plotline for now.
And they're so sweet together at the end of this episode when Jules goes to Rue after everything that happened with Nate. And she doesn't open up about that, but it's nice to see her like seek comfort in Rue, and they're holding each other in their arms. Like, you're just rooting for these two.
Yeah.
And you got her little sister Gia being like, telling Lexi, Rue's so in love with Jules. And I was like, that's pretty real too. The little sister's
real
just blabbing about it. Come on.
She's like, obviously.
Like, it's written like, all over her face.
Yeah. That was very real.
Well, Gia hanging out with those twins, smoking pot. I'm so done with those twins.
Who are those twins?
Get rid of these
it's
guys.
McKay's brothers.
McKay's brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, they haven't had a redeemable scene yet. Like, they came down and were like going nuts over Cassie's nudes. They like pressure Kat in that situation and call her fat. Then they're like being assholes to Rue and like pressuring her sister. I'm like, these guys.
Yeah, stop hanging out with those.
Stop hanging out with them.
I know. The way that they're talking to Rue and about, oh, you don't do drugs anymore. It's like, this girl overdosed.
Yeah.
I know.
Why are you talking to her in that way? Like, this is serious. It just made me want to like, they're so annoying. But it's almost, it's like, unfortunately,
Those
annoying boys.
Too real.
Rue handles that very well also.
She does.
Once again, she is very good at handling situations that do not directly involve herself. Like, she puts her foot down, but she's nice to her sister. She handles it when she gets home. It's part of the reason you like Rue, even though she keeps fucking up. You're like, you have it in you.
I don't think she's ever going to disappoint me again.
I keep feeling that way.
But it's more that she disappoints us in other ways.
Yes.
But she's remains very even keeled in a lot of situations. With the sister, you're kind of worried, is she going to blow up at her? Is she going to embarrass her? Is something going to happen? And she just remains calm, just keeps telling her sister, we're going, come on, we're going. And still laughs with her on the way home, like doesn't give her a lecture or anything like that, because she knows she can't really be giving her a lecture. And that's what hits her in this episode. And it just goes back to of similar to Jules, Rue's been through some shit. So it makes you more self-aware. It makes you a little bit more just even keeled in these situations where like dumb boys are saying stuff to you. It's like, oh, you think this is hurting me? Like, I've been through way worse than you saying this to me right now.
I almost died and I just don't care about you.
I care way more about my sister than I do about you two idiots.
Yeah.
But I hope I never see those twins again.
Glad Coleman Domingo. I'm glad he got in her head, in Rue's head, about like, how do you think your sister's doing after finding you? You know, that's a lot to think about.
And that stuck in my head too as we're watching this. And I feel like you can even see in Zendaya's face, like when she's thinking about it. Like, she doesn't have to say it the whole time, but we as the viewer can tell what Coleman Domingo said to her in that moment really got to her and made an impact.
Zendaya is just so good in this.
You know, hot take, Zendaya's really good in this.
She's truly incredible though. I actually think that is the biggest surprise. Is I thought the acting was going to be like all right and the show is just going to be good. Like, she is unbelievable in the show.
She elevates some material.
She's
Definitely.
incredible.
She makes the show.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any Tyler's takes for us, Tyler? I know you already gave us one with Zendaya being great, but if you have any more, let us know.
I wrote Zendaya good. Yeah, so here's what I wrote in the notes app watching this. We talked a little about Maddy being dressed the way she was. One thing I did like is he said that she can't come hang out in the booth. And she said, maybe it'll sell better if I do. And I was like, that's a pretty good point, Maddy. Maybe you should hang out in the booth.
These girls, they're entrepreneurs. They're ready to work hard.
Yep. Wrote down about, we hit a lot of this stuff, Fez and Ashtray's Pretzelmania truck all time.
That was great.
Talking about just poor Rue's mom. She seems to just never really know what's real, what's going on. She's doing her best and she cares so much about Rue and is trying so hard. Like, it's like not her fault, like what's going on. And it's so heartbreaking.
Well, it's a tough line that she has to figure out of she can't watch Rue's every movement. She has to give some trust in Rue. but it's hard. You just really
and she also doesn't want to
her.
isolate her too much so that she like turns back to getting drugs. Like it is very difficult, the line that she has to take with Rue. But she does seem to give her a lot of lenience.
I know.
She really does give her, which I understand, but I am like, she goes out a lot for someone who recently overdosed. But I don't know.
It also feels like the mom might be working a lot.
I think
the dad died. Like you kind of get the vibe that she just has a lot on her plate.
Yeah.
I think they've hinted at medical debt. Like,
they have. They did the first episode. She was talking about like, why does this cost XYZ?
Yeah, a lot going on. Cal having to run home and check his discs. You don't want to live a life where you have to come home, unlock your little room, lock your little room, unlock your little drawer, and then count all your secrets and make sure they're all still there. What? This guy is such a psycho. Like, what in the world are you living like? Oh my God.
That is a horror movie. That felt like a teenager running up to their room to go check on something when you get home from something. And it's like, it's this grown man in this like room of secrets.
Oh my God.
Does his wife question anything of why he runs up to that room and like unlocks a door and a drawer? And it's so odd.
I'm also like, he goes up there, unlocks that door, unlocks that drawer, counts them, and then relocks it and keeps all of them there. Like it does not, like he is so far gone that it doesn't even cross his mind that he should probably destroy those. Like he can't do that. He is like, he's sick.
He's sick.
He doesn't even talk to anyone when they walk in the door. He like runs up the stairs. He's
That's
like,
what I
got to
mean.
get back to my discs.
Like, if I was his wife, I'd be like, what are you running up there for? What are you doing? What are you getting?
So very heightened show, but what did y'all make of the final shot there of like Jules and Rue in bed there that's flipping through all the scenes? Do you think they're like having a moment? Do you think they're together? Like,
I think it's
do you
a
think
moment.
they're like, you took it as like they hooking up? They doing it?
I don't know if they're hooking up. I don't know.
But just they're happy and in love?
Whoa,
just
love.
happy to be
You're
together?
Going real.
I think Rue's in love. I think Rue's in love with her.
Well, yeah, but
I didn't mean they're in love. I mean more like Rue's like so happy that Jules.
I think it's shared though, for the first time maybe. Like it's both. It's on both ends.
Okay.
And I think maybe that's why they're together in bed. Is like that.
Yeah.
It's like a shared feeling as opposed to a one-sided feeling.
I think it was the first time really the feelings were reciprocated by Jules. So it was a happy moment between the two of them.
Because this time it's like we're in bed together. Not just like friends sharing a bed.
Not just you're taking my nudes for an interested third party.
They were holding each other. But it's interesting because they do already say, I love you as friends.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is complicated.
That's kind of complicated. Yeah.
That you've been sharing a bed so much.
So I definitely don't think it will be easy. I don't think it's just going to be like, oh, we're together.
It's a complicated
I think it's going to be complicated.
In the relationship. Yeah. And lastly, it was just Jules really has some of the best lines in the show of just like, he didn't look like his picture. Obviously, we love the line of back when she yells at Kat of it's not the 80s, catch a dick.
So funny.
And, you know, all-timer when she yells at Nate Jacobs, you're an F-word like your daddy. It's just an all-time, just like she knows where to hit him.
No fear from her.
She really doesn't have it.
No.
She's incredible.
Yeah. She's been through it. She's not scared of him.
Yeah.
We love to see it. Every episode, I'm like, this is my favorite kid. Like, whoever's ep it was, I'm like, oh, I love them. They're so great.
For me, it's
really
always Ashtray.
I love every character. Yeah, well, you're an Ashtray guy. All right. Well, on that note, anything else about the app? I think we did it all.
Yeah,
I love this episode. It's
this
amazing.
Is the best episode so far.
Halfway through the season, excited to see where this goes. Amazing performances. So many memorable moments already. It's crazy.
I know.
We'll always have the Euphoria Town Carnival and chili cook-off. I think they should bring that back for season 3.
We might have to sell that shirt.
I think they should have Nate in season 3 running the chili cook-off. Just like his dad.
It also wants. This is so dumb. This should not end this podcast. But no one else was competing. There were no other chilies.
Where was all the competition?
Where was the competition in that cook-off?
That's a great point.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
I think Cal has a monopoly on the chili.
I think he's
a
winning
monopoly
by
on
default.
this town.
Yeah.
I think he's winning by default.
That's a great
true.
point. That's a great point to end on.
We're
Where
living
are
in
the rest of the chili people? We want to see them.
That whole family's living in a delusion. There is no chili cook-off.
You didn't know it was literally a carnival.
Yeah, it really is just a carnival.
Everyone just says it's a chili cook-off just so Cal can bring his chili.
Yeah.
There actually is
No
there's
one
no
tell
cook-off.
him. No one tell him he owns half the town.
Yeah. Everyone else just stops making chili.
Yeah.
And then it's just his
So he can win.
Dark. All right. Well, we'll be back for episode 5 of Euphoria. We are watching every ep and also currently recapping every episode of Love Story. So be sure to check that out as well. Simone, thank you for joining us once again.
It was a pleasure. It was awesome to go to Euphoria Town High with you guys.
Anytime.
Is there anything
You're
you need
welcome.
to plug?
No.
Plug something. What do you want to plug?
I don't have anything to plug.
Follow Simone on Letterboxd.
Yes, follow me on Letterboxd. Simone AW. Thank you.
She's a good follow. And you're welcome at Euphoria High anytime. And don't forget to follow our podcast wherever you get your podcast. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple. We'd love that. It really helps. Subscribe and like our videos on YouTube. Follow me on social media, previously on _TeenTV. And buy our merch on Etsy. Thanks for listening.